Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopi Kante Radha Kante Namostute तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदानेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की श्रीमद् भागवतम की हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा जय
Krishna sir.
कृष्णा सचिन
Hare Krishna
हरे कृष्णा ज्योति
Hare Krishna.
कृष्णा कृष्णा सीमा ऑलराइट। तो कल हम लोग श्लोक 56 पढ़ रहे थे एंड एज वी नो वी स्टार्टेड फोर्थ कैंटो फोर्थ बुक चैप्टर फर्स्ट एंड इस चैप्टर में श्यामभू मनु के डिसेंडेंट्स उनकी हायरार्की का वर्णन हो रहा है एंड इंटरेस्टिंगली वी आल्सो रेड लाइक एनीवन हु रीड्स दिस is kind of gets rid of the sinful reaction. Anyone who reads about the descendants of Shambhu Manu and how everything has been has expanded. So hum log of course we read about Atri Muni and Ansuya Mata, and then we read how everything all the other rishis and all the other 9 daughters got married, and then we were reading about, and as we remember, the 3 daughters of Shambhu Manu. What's their name?
Akuti, Prasuti, and Devhuti.
Devhuti, Asuti, and Prakriti.
Yeah, Akuti and Prasuti and Devhuti. Yep. And then Mother Devhuti had 9 daughters. And those 9 daughters got married to all the big rishis, like Atri Muni, Angira Muni. And Prasuti, third daughter of Shambhu Manu, got married to Maharaja Daksh. So what we are reading right now is then Maharaja Daksh had again 16 daughters. 13 daughters of Maharaja Daksh got married to Dharam, and the 13th daughter called Murti, Murti had a son named Nar Narayan. So that's what we read yesterday, like Nar Narayan, and then we also did some stuti of Bhagwan Nar Narayan, because Narayan and Nar, right? The Narayan is the avatar of Lord Vishnu himself. Okay, so that's what we are reading. And yesterday we read that Nar Narayan appeared, and when appeared, then Lord Brahma and other devatas were offering respect to Nar Narayan. And that's what the demigods, all the devatas said, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the transcendental personality of Godhead, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who created as his external energy this cosmic manifestation. So our universe, the whole cosmic manifestation, is nothing but has been created by the external energy of Lord. That's why we say that सब सुप्रीम लॉर्ड से क्रिएट हुआ है, भगवान से हुआ है, but भगवान is not in this. It's just the external energy of the Lord, which is situated in him, as the air and clouds are situated in space. Like in the space, the air is there, the clouds are there, exactly like this. The whole Brahmand is in him, and who has now appeared in the form of Nar Narayan Rishi in the house of Rishi Dharma. Okay. So that's the shlok we read yesterday. So we'll start with shlok 57 today. Anilji?
जी हाँ. सोयम स्थिति व्यति करो पश्माय सृष्टान सत्वेन न सुरगणान अनुमेय तत्वः दृश्यादद भ्रक् करुणेन विलोकनेन यक्षिनिकेत ममलं क्षिपतारविन्दम्. Let that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is understood by truly authorized Vedic literature and who has created peace and prosperity to destroy all calamities of the created world, be kind enough to bestow his glance upon the demigods. His merciful glance can supersede the beauty of the spotless lotus flower, which is the home of the goddess of fortune. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So all the devatas are praying to Lord Narayan. Yeah. And they are saying that who is understood by truly authorized Vedic literature. He cannot be understood by science. He cannot be understood by philosophy, philosophical discussions. He can be understood only by the Vedic literature. Anumeya tattva hai. Yeah. And it says that, so Lord Devatas are saying, be kind enough to bestow his glance upon the Devatas. Yeah, it says here, Drishyat adhabra karunena. Yeah, he's kind enough. And then Vilok Nena, his glance upon the Devatas. And of course, says that beauty of the spotless lotus flower, which is the home of the goddess of fortune. Yeah, Kshipatara Arvindam. So that's how Devatas are praying to Lord Narayan. A nice purport. So let's read this. Ajay?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the origin of the cosmic manifestation, is covered by the wonderful activities of material nature, just as outer space or the illumination of the sun and moon is sometimes covered by clouds or dust. It is very difficult to find the origin of the cosmic manifestation. Therefore, material scientists conclude that nature is in the ultimate cause of all manifestations. Hare Krishna.
Jyoti?
Okay, let me read that. But from Shastra or authentic literature like Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic scriptures, we understand that behind this wonderful cosmic manifestation is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in order to maintain the regular procedures of the cosmic manifestation and to be visible to the eyes of persons who are in the mood of goodness, the Lord appears. He is the cause of the creation and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. The demigods therefore prayed for his merciful glance upon them in order to be blessed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Jyoti. Yeah. So we, of course, know what the material scientists think. Yeah. And of course, it's not easy to find the origin of cosmic manifestation, but our Vedas explains it. And as we have been reading in Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Like just in this particular chapter, we have seen how the generations have been created and have taken place, right? What is the origin of a lot of generations? Is all the facts given in Srimad Bhagavatam itself, actually. Sachin?
एवं सुरगणेस्तात भगवन्ता वभिष्टु तौ लब्धावलो कैर्य यतुर्चिर्तु गंधम मादनम. O Vidura, thus demigods worshipped with prayers the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appearing as the sage Narayan. The Lord launched upon them with mercy and then departed for Gandha Madana Hill. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Devatas prayed to, says Narayan. Narayan, it says here, Bhagwan Tava Bhistuto. Yeah. The Lord glanced and then departed for the Gandha Madana. That's the hill. And that's where Narayan departed for further activities. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Rinaji.
Hare Krishna, Vaya.
पढ़ेंगे?
Yes. Tavimo Vai Bhagavato Hariranshah Vihagato Bharavyaya Cha Bhuvah Krishno Yadu Kurudvaho. That Naranarayan Rishi, who is a partial expansion of Krishna, has now appeared in dynasties of Yadu and Kuru in the forms of Krishna and Arjun respectively to mitigate the burden of the world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Bhagavato Hare Ransh. And then Krishna, Yadu Guru, Kuru Pudvaho. Now, who is saying this? Who is speaking right now?
The Maitreya Rishi,
Maitreya Muni. Yeah. Maitreya Muni is speaking to
Vidur, Mahatma Vidur.
Mahatma Vidur. Yeah. So that is during the age of Lord Shri Krishna, right? Just after the Lord Shri Krishna went back to his abode. And so what Maitreya Muni is telling Mahatma Vidur is the Naranarayan Rishi, because that's being described from Swambhu Manu and when Naranarayan Rishi appeared, yeah, saying that he is a partial expansion of Lord Krishna himself. And then he's saying that Naranarayan is nothing but the Krishna and Arjun in this particular yug. Yeah, so that's how it's being explained by Maitreya Muni. So read this paragraph, Sachin.
Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Nara is a part of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narayana. Thus, the energy and the energetic together are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maitreya informed Vidura that Nara, the portion of Narayana, had appeared in the family of the Kurus, and that Narayana, the plenary expansion of Krishna, had come as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with the purpose of delivering suffering humanity from the pangs of material burdens. In other words, Narayana Rishi was now present in the world in the forms of Krishna and Arjun. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? Ajay?
Swaha Bhimani Ninashra Tme Ratma Jan Stri Naji Janat Pavakam Pavmanam Cha Shuchi Cha Hut Bhojanam. The predominating deity of fire begot in his wife Swaha 3 children named Pavaka, Pavmana, and Shuchi, who exist by eating the oblations offered to the fire of sacrifice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So now it's describing about Agni and wife Swaha. Yeah. And it says here, after describing the descendants of the 13 wives of Dharma, right, who are all daughters of Daksha, Maitreya Muni now describes the 14th daughter of Daksha, Swaha, and her 3 sons. Oblations offered in the sacrificial fire are meant for the demigods. And on the behalf of the demigods, the 3 sons of Agni and Swaha, yeah, so the name of the 3 sons of Agni and Swaha are also given, and that is Pavak, Pavmana, and Suchi. So when we are offering, yeah, they accept the oblations. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Like the way it's being described about Agni as well. Yeah. Jyoti?
Okay, let me read. Tebhyogna yaha Samabhavanyatva rikshakcha panchacha ta evaikona panchakshastahakam pitrupitamahe. From those 3 sons, another 45 descendants were generated who are also first gods, fire gods. The total number of fire gods is therefore 49, including the fathers and the grandfather. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the family of Agni is being described here. Yeah. So 3 sons. Whose 3 sons? Says from those 3 sons. Whom are we talking about? Yeah. In the previous slok,
Agni, Pavak.
yeah. So Agni and Swaha's 3 sons, right? Pavak and 2 more names we had, Suchi and so from those 3 sons, there were another 45 descendants were generated. Yeah. Says here, Sambhavana chitta varisham cha pancham cha, like 45, right? And then it also says evekon pachashat sankam, that is, so total is 49. Yeah, total is 49 in the fire gods Agni family, fathers and grandfather. Yeah. Says here the grandfather is who? Agni. The sons are Pavak, Pavamana and Suchi. Counting these 4 plus 45 grandsons, there are altogether 49 different fire gods. So when we are doing Agni, when we are doing Havan and all that, you know, all the Agni devs are present. Hare Krishna, Rasiksham Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
पढ़ेंगे
वैतानिके कर्माणि यन्नाभि ब्रह्मवादिभिः अग्नेय इष्टयो यज्ञे निरूपयन्ते अग्नयस्तु ते. These 39 fire gods are beneficiaries of oblations offered in the Vedic sacrificial fire by impersonalist Brahmanas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So we now know there are 49 Agni devs family, yeah. So impersonalists who perform Vedic fruitive sacrifices like Havans are attracted to the various fire gods and offer oblations in their name. Yeah, the 49 fire gods are now described here. Agnishvata bahishad hai, somya hai Peter ajayapa hai, sa agnayo annagnayas tesham patni dakshayani swadha. The Agnisvatas, the Barahisadas, the Somyas, and the Ajayaps are the Pitas. They are either Sagnika or Nirganika. The wife of all these Pitas is Swadha, who is the daughter of King Daksh. Okay, so the another daughter of King Daksh is named Swadha. Yeah. Ajay?
तेभ्यो द्वधार कन्ये द्वे वयुनाम धारणी स्वधा उभे थे ब्रह्म वंदियो ज्ञान विज्ञान पारगे. Swada, who was offered to the Pitas, begot 2 daughters named Vayuna and Dharini, both of whom were impersonally expert in transcendental and Vedic knowledge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Huh? Anilji? Anilji? Thank you. अनिल जी आवाज आ रही है? हाँ.
Bhavasya patani tu sati bhavam deva manubrata atmanaha sadrusam putram na leve gunshilata. The 16th daughter, whose name was Sati, was the wife of Lord Shiva. She could not produce a child, although she always faithfully engaged in the service of her husband. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the 16th daughter, whose name was Sati, and whose daughter is Sati? Whom are we talking about?
Swayambhu Manu?
No.
No.
So we are talking about Maharaja Daksh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We all know Sati was daughter of Maharaja Daksh.
Daksh.
Yeah. And so the 16th, so all the daughters we have been talking about now is Maharaja Daksh's daughter. So Maharaja Daksh got married to whom?
Lord Shiva.
No,
Oh,
Sati
I'm sorry.
married to Maharaja.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I saw Sati.
Right. So Sati got married to Lord Shiva, of course, right? But Maharaja Daksh got married to whom?
The, not Vibhuti, but what's her name?
Prasuti. Yeah.
Prasuti, yeah.
Prasuti. And Prasuti is daughter of
Swayambhu Manu.
Shambhu Manu. Yeah. So Shambhu Manu, Prasuti, Akuti, Dehuti. We read about Dehuti's 9 daughters. Yeah. And of course, we read about Kapil Muni, who appeared to Mother Dehuti and Karda Muni. Then we also read about Akuti little bit. Yeah. Purnima. And then Prasuti, who got married to Maharaja Daksh. So then we read about 16 daughters. Like we read about 13 daughters of Maharaja Daksh married to Dharma. And Nar Narayan appeared to them. And then now we are reading about 16th daughter, whose name is Sati. And of course, all of us know Sati. Yeah. We know about the whole story of Sati and Lord Shiva. Yeah. So what he's saying is the 16th daughter was named Sati, wife of Lord Shiva. Yeah. Rinaji?
Yeah. Pitare pratirupe sve bhavaya nagase rusha apraudhe vatmana matmanamaj javadogya sanyuta. The reason is that Sati's father Daksh used to rebuke Lord Shiva in spite of Shiva's faultlessness. Consequently, before attaining a mature age, Sati gave up her body by dint of yogic mystic power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, I think all of us are versed to some extent the story of Sati and Lord Shiva, yeah, and Maharaja Daksh. So, and we know that Sati gave up her body by dint of yogic mystic power, yeah, because she was, of course, very powerful. Yeah, let's read this, Jyoti. Jyoti? Sachin, can you read?
Lord Shiva, being the head of all mystic yogis, never even constructed a home for his residence. Sati was the daughter of a great king, Daksha, and because his youngest daughter Sati selected as her husband Lord Shiva, King Daksha was not very much satisfied with her. Therefore, whenever she met her father, he unnecessarily criticized her husband, although Lord Shiva was faultless. Because of this, before attaining a mature age, Sati gave up the body given by her father, Daksha, and therefore she could not produce a child. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so we are talking about the expansion of the universe, right? How Rishi Munis and how the world started expanding. So, thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purpose of the 4th canto, 1st chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Genealogical Table of the Daughters of Manu. Yeah, so Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Yeah. So we already completed 1st
Jai.
chapter of 4th canto. Yeah. So that's nice. And the chapter 2 actually explains the whole thing about Maharaja Daksh and Lord Shiva and what happened. Yeah, so very interesting narration of Maharaja Daksh and then Lord Shiva and Sati. Yeah, so I think we still have a lot of time, so we'll continue reading. So let's start with Shlok 1 of chapter 2 of Canto 4. Yeah, Shiksha Prabhuji.
Viduruvacha Bhavesilvatam Sreshte Daksho Duhit Vatsalah Vidvesam Karo Tasmad Anubhrityadmajam Satim. Vidur inquired, why was Daksh, who was so affectionate towards his daughter, envious of Lord Shiva, who is the best among the gentle? Why did he neglect his daughter Sati? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Vidur watch, and Vidur is of course inquiring from whom?
Muni.
Maitreya Muni. Yeah.
Maitreya Muni.
This continues. Yeah. This continues. Maitreya Muni and Mahatma Vidur are talking. That's what we are reading right now. And so Vidur, Mahatma Vidur is inquiring that Daksh, Maharaja Daksh, of course, was so affectionate towards his daughter. Yeah. Shilvatam Shresthe Daksho. Yeah. Dhritri Vatsalah. And then, in spite of that, why he was so envious of Lord Shiva, and who is, of course, best among the best. And so, why did he neglect Sati? Is what is being inquired by Mahatma Vidur. And actually, this one describes it very nicely. So, let's read this, Rinaji.
In the second chapter of the fourth canto, the cause of dissension between Lord Shiva and Daksh, which was due to a great sacrifice arranged by Daksh for the pacification of the entire universe, is explained. Lord Shiva is described here as the best of the gentle because he is not envious of anyone. He is equal to all living entities, and all other good qualities are present in his personality. The word Shiva means all auspicious. No one can be an enemy of Lord Shiva's, for he is so peaceful and renounced that he does not even construct a house for his residence, but lives underneath a tree, always detached from all worldly things. The personality of Lord Shiva symbolizes the best of gentleness. Then why was Daksh, who offered his beloved daughter to such a gentle personality, inimical towards Lord Shiva so intensely that Sati, the daughter of Daksh and wife of Lord Shiva, gave up her body? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Rinaji. Yeah. So, Sachin.
Chara Chara Guru Nivairam Shanta Vigraham Atma Ramam Katham Dveshti Jagato Daivatam Mahat. Lord Shiva, the spiritual master of the entire world, is free from enmity, is a peaceful personality, and is always satisfied in himself. He is the greatest among the demigods. How is it possible that Daksha could be inimical towards such an auspicious personality? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Mahatma Vidur is asking, like, Lord Shiva is Jagato Devatam Mahata. Yeah. He is, of course, that's why I call him Mahadev. He is the greatest among all the Devatas, right? So he is the Mahadev. So how come Daksh can be so inimical on Lord Shiva? Yeah. And it says like Lord Shiva not only is worshipable by everyone, but also even like ghosts, right? Reforming persons, and everyone respects Lord Shiva, right? He's a spiritual master of everyone, both the dull and demonic, and highly learned Vaishnavas as well. Yeah, so that's Lord Shiva. Yeah, says here, Vaishnavanam Yat Sambhu. Sambhu, the Lord Shiva, is the greatest of all Vaishnavas. Yeah, so that's how Lord Shiva is described. So Vidur, Mahatma Vidur, in astonishment, surprisingly, he is asking like, why would Maharaja Daksh, yeah, do this to Lord Shiva? That's the question which is being posed here. Etadakhyahi me Brahma anajamatu asya surasya cha vitadveshastu yatah pranam istat yaje dustasya jan santi sati. My dear Maitreya, to part with one's life is very difficult. would you kindly explain to me how such a son-in-law and father-in-law could quarrel so bitterly that the great goddess Sati could give up her life? So that's what Mahatma Viduri is asking. Yeah. And I think we'll read about the whole story of Sati and Lord Shiva in the coming shloks. So we are going to pause here since we have a few more minutes left, and we'll continue reading this. It's Wednesday today, so we changed our plan, right? So we are now going to read Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 10 to almost 10:50, little bit more, right? And then take off longer weekend now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we are reading for less number of days, but the same amount of time. Okay, because it's summer, so everyone can get one more days to freshen up. Any comments, any questions, anything before we hear the bhajan? So Rasikshan Prabhuji, yes, yeah.
49 अग्नि जो यज्ञ के लिए यूज होते हैं, तो हम वैष्णव लोग वैष्णव पद्धति से यज्ञ करते हैं, ठीक है ना। उसमें से थोड़े अग्नि का नाम आप लोगों को जानकारी दे देता हूँ, जिनका यूज अभी तक मैंने यज्ञ में किया है, ठीक है ना। अभी देखिए, प्रधान अग्नि 8 तरह के अग्नि प्रधान होते हैं, ठीक है ना, जिसमें से एक अग्नि होती है क्रव्यादम अग्नि बोलते हैं जिसको। क्रव्यादम अग्नि जो है वो अंतिम संस्कार के टाइम में यूज होते हैं, इसलिए वो मांस भक्षी कहे जाते हैं, तो अशुद्ध अग्नि में आते हैं। उनको मंत्र प्रोसेस से एक्सट्रैक्ट करना पड़ता है। ये वैष्णव पद्धति में, स्मार्त पद्धति में अलग है, वो लोग इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं करते। तो क्रव्यादम अग्नि हो गया अंतिम संस्कार के लिए। नॉर्मल जो मंगल यज्ञ करते हैं उसमें वैष्णव नाम की अग्नि का आवाहन किया जाता है। उसके बाद विदु नाम की अग्नि से ये प्रयासित होम किया जाता है, प्रयासित करते हैं। 3 अग्नि हो गए। चौथा अग्नि है योजक अग्नि, जो योजक अग्नि शादी विवाह में काम आता है। तो ये 4 अग्नि जो मुख्य अग्नि है, जिनका प्रयोग रेगुलर होता रहता है। बाकी जो है, जब गर्भाधान संस्कार के टाइम में यज्ञ करते हैं तो उसमें एक अलग अग्नि का प्रयोग होता है। उसके बाद जब 5वें महीने का जो संस्कार होता है, पुंसवन संस्कार, उसमें अलग अग्नि का प्रयोग होता है। 7वें महीने में सीमंतोन्नयन संस्कार होता है, उसमें अलग अग्नि का प्रयोग होता है। फिर अन्नप्राशन संस्कार के टाइम में अलग अग्नि का प्रयोग होता है। और ये सब यज्ञ 5-5 मिनट अलग अलग मेन यज्ञ जो मंगल यज्ञ के साथ ये यज्ञ बीच में फिर ये मंत्र से उस अग्निदेव का आवाहन करके उनके लिए आहुति डालते हैं, मंत्र पढ़ते हैं। 4 अग्नि का मैंने अभी तक प्रयोग किया है। और बीच बीच में और संस्कार के लिए भी जरूरत पड़ जाता है। साल में 1-2 बार कोई गर्भ संस्कार कराएंगे, तो ये फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज नहीं, इसलिए मुझे उनका नाम भी याद नहीं है। लेकिन आप लोगों को जो थोड़ा सा मुझे आइडिया था मैंने बता दिया, ताकि थोड़ा आइडिया आप लोगों को भी रहे।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. This is so great. I mean, so just for everyone's knowledge, Rasiksham Prabhuji also does a lot of havans and puja for a lot of different devotees and people there, right? So he's so greatly learned and he performs various kinds of havan. And I think Prabhuji ne also virtual havan bhi kare hain, if I'm right, during COVID times, right, Prabhuji? So the reason I'm bringing it up is agar kisi ko kuch karwana or anything you want, definitely can approach Rasiksham Prabhuji as well to understand that. Okay, so that is so nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And we can see, right, who is going to explain us this, like so many 49 types of Agni's family. Where are we going? Which science are we going to get that understanding? But Srimad Bhagavatam, where we know how Agni came in existence and how the Agni's family came in existence. So it is not just like some kind of fire, but it has meaning in each and every form, which is very interesting. Yeah, and also just wanted to mention, so Vedanti Ji Maharaj, I don't know if you know about him, but Dr. Kamal Das Ji, Vedanti Ji Maharaj, he is in descendants of Ramanujacharya Ji family, and Tulsi Das Ji's descendants family. He is Dr. Kamal Das Vedanti Ji. He is going to be in Raleigh next week. So he's coming over here. He is going to give lectures in the Hindu temple. If you have time, I will also look for the schedule. But if you guys have time, definitely listen to him. He's a double P. He's a Dr. Kamal Das Vedanti Ji. He is double PhD in Ramayana. And you can search on YouTube. He has a lot of Srimad Bhagavatam sessions and everything. I don't know. I'll try probably. Maybe we'll just, if we get some time, 5 minutes, maybe we'll try to bring him to our session. We'll see. I don't know. It's just a thought in my mind. I don't know if we'll have time or whatever, but we'll try that. So just wanted to inform about that. People who are in Raleigh area, his great son, definitely try to attend his speaking sessions, which will be in Hindu temple. I think from Monday to Friday, most likely. On Sunday, Ashwini Ji Pathak will come and will do Sundarkand on Sunday in Hindu temple as well. So if you are attending Sundarkand, you can attend that. Okay, so they have a long, nice weekend. We'll hear some bhajan for 5 minutes. And then we'll see you next Monday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
राधे गोविंद राधे श्री राधे राधे गोविंद राधे Shri Radhe 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 Govind Radhe Shri Radhe Radhe Govind सोही सो मेरा गोविंद राधे है स्वामी सखा सुत पति नाते है स्वामी सखा सुत पति नाते
Right. So, Hare Krishna. See you on Monday.
Hare Krishna.